Hi guys, so here we are answering questions on the story A Bag of Sweets. So the extract reads that I knew he would have forgiven Khadija the very same day she ran to marry the Christian boy, but he had to take his cue from our parents. It's like you would insult someone. Listen, you know that rich family who live in the valley? They're very generous to everyone, aren't they? But do you know what they do to someone who has spoken ill of them and then has the cheek to visit? He did not know. They dish up some food in a bowl, wrap it in a cloth, and give it to the visitor. What does it mean? It's to say, we will not eat with you. Eating with people is a big thing with us. The visitor goes soon after. I can see you want to make Khadija feel cheap, but why does she come back? She doesn't take the insult. She knows I want to make her not to come back, but she wants to come back. Like a woman when she loves a man who beats her up. After each beating, they make up. She forgives him. She makes excuses for why he beats her up. She says he is possessive. She says it's because he loves her but can't control his jealousy. We sat pensively for a while. Perhaps it's guilt, he whispered. Okay. So this is the extract when Khaltoum was speaking to her brother. And now we have question 4.1.1 there, and it says complete the following sentence by using the words in the list below. Write only the word next to the question number. Okay, so we're given Christian father allowed, Khadija denied, Khaltoum mother, and Muslim. So the statement reads, the narrator whose name is, since we know the insights of the story, we'll just get straight to answering. So we have question 4.1.1 and we have A. So the narrator whose name is Khaltoum. So this is Khaltoum. Then we have B. Believes that her younger sister should be denied. And then we have C. It says should be denied entry to the family house because she chose to marry a Christian man. And D, it's saying the narrator realizes that her younger sister looks a lot like their mother. Okay, and now we go to 4.1.2. 4.1.2 says refer to lines 1 to 2. State the difference between the attitudes of Abdul and Khaltoum in these lines. Okay, 1 to 2 says I knew he would have forgiven Khadija the very day she ran to marry the Christian boy, but he had to take his cue from our parents. Okay, so if we are to explain the differences, we would say that Abdul has a forgiving nature, and he would easily forgive Khadija, but Khaltoum steadfastly refuses to forgive Khadija. Okay, and now we go to 4.1.3. It says explain the implication of but he had to take his cue from our parents in relation to the story as a whole. Okay, so here we would say that in their traditional family, the children obey the instructions of their parents. This is to the letter. And you can say it shows that they were very obedient. Okay, and now you can say that the role of the parents now befell Khartoum after their death. Okay, and now let's go to 4.1.4. And at A, it says refer to line 12 and what does Khartoum do to make Khadija feel cheap? Let's go to line 12. Line 12 says, I can see you want to make Khadija feel cheap, but why does she come back? Okay, so what did she do? She gave her a bag of cheap sweets. Right, and now let's go to B. B says, explain why Khadija persistently visits the shop on Fridays. Okay, so you can say here that she deliberately goes to the shop on Fridays when her brothers have gone to a prayer meeting. In order to catch Khartoum alone. You can say she wants to persuade her into forgiving her and allow her, or you can say accept, back into the family. Right, now let's go to this is 4.1.5, and then we have A. A says, identify the figure of speech used in these lines, and we are to refer to lines 15 to 16. So line 15 says, after each beating, okay, let's start from the top. It says, like a woman when she loves a man who beats her up, after each beating they make up, she forgives him. Okay, so now the question says, identify the figure of speech used in these lines. Due to the usage of the word like, we are going to say it is a simile. And now we have B. It says, explain why this figure of speech is relevant in these lines. Okay, so it is comparing Khadija's persistent visits to Khartoum to a woman whose husband beats her but she cannot leave him because she loves him. Okay, now we carry on. We have next question here, which is 4.1.6, and it says refer to line 20, and it says what tone would the speaker use in this line? Line 20 says perhaps it's guilt, he whispered. Okay, so this is 4.1.6, and we have A there. So it says what tone would the speaker use in this line? Let's say he would use a concerned, troubled, or anxious tone. Okay, Now let's go to B. B says, why would the speaker use in the tone in this line? Let's say he is concerned that the only reason Khartoum would not forgive Khadija is because she felt betrayed or that Khadija didn't confide in her when she ran away and married a Christian man.